Just a little disclaimer, guys. My hair is currently drying. So the Jericho flat hair is here, but
Jericho Hills.
we will resume with our regular scheduled programming.
Because guess what, guys?
Soon.
We're not in bloody Bali anymore, are we?
I was sick of having a bun, so I was like, I have to wash this hair.
Yeah,
Now
my
it's just
hair
wet,
is,
so,
I can't even lie, dirty. So dirty.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it is what it is.
Don't
So
judge me.
we're back in the London.
It's freezing.
Guess what? It's
I
back
don't
in
know
cold.
why I'm not wearing a jumper.
Yeah, I was like, why didn't I carry a hoodie?
It's so cold. I'm wearing shorts. I
Freezing.
don't know who or where I thought I was going.
Sheer insanity on this side of the building.
We haven't really run through our group trip, like feelings and thoughts.
Thoughts and feelings and thoughts.
I had a good time, but I went down. Peter is down. I
Peter
was
is
down.
down.
I was real down. I was sick, but we had a really good gang.
We had a great gang in Bali.
Yeah, I loved them.
So,
Everyone was so sweet.
For anyone who doesn't know, we went to Bali to like host a group trip.
A lot of people don't know.
17 people flew out. So if you want to join the gang, check out our website.
We got 2 next year.
We got 2 Bali trips next year, and it was so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
I think we had such a great gang. The houses, the villas were unreal.
You know, it was one of my favorite things from that trip. The girls in there, dear Sky Daddy.
Oh my god, yeah, that was so funny. Can you explain?
Yeah, so 2 of the girls who met on the trip and they were sharing a room, like basically bonded, and it was really cute. And then because Bali is like obviously full of bugs and different mythical creatures that be roaming your room at night, they would every night be like, dear Sky Daddy, please make sure there's no bugs in my room tonight. And they would do their little prayers to the Sky Daddies together.
Yeah, Sky Daddy is God, by the way.
Well,
Just
I
so.
think we will get that.
Well, I don't know. Some people might think
Now
this
the
is
nays started saying it,
a
Sky
brand new
Daddy.
God.
I'm
like,
we love you, Sky Daddy.
oh my god.
Yeah, it was
so
really
jokes.
cute.
It was so cute. The group was super cute. Like, we did lots of really fun activities. I think just Bali in general is just a vibe. So like, it was nice to like share that with other people.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like, what's your peak? What's your peak of the trip?
The peak was probably the welcome dinner, the welcome party.
The welcome dinner was so nice.
Everybody was like on good vibes. Everybody just like seen the villa, come in the villa. Everybody was gassed. There was tequila shots. There was food. There was a
and
lot
it
of
looked like a
count.
wedding. It was so pretty.
We had a lot of count.
Way too much count.
And there was just like gift bags, and everybody was just super sweet, getting to know each other. Like I think
Yeah.
that was really nice.
Yeah. I think my favorite was, although it was like, no, that was not gonna be my pit. Sorry. My pit. I'm just start with my pit. My pit was ATVs. My ass got bruised.
My pit was getting sick.
Oh my god.
Because that was not
Helena
fun.
got proper sick, guys. It was not good.
No,
It was not a good time.
that was not good.
Peter is down.
I was really down.
And she kept trying to firm it and like come to activities. I was like, you can just sit this one out. And she'd be like, no, I want to come.
And then
I'm
I'm
like, I'm like, you can't survive.
yeah.
Like, it was not good. I think my peak was just like everyone, like meeting everyone for the first time and just like being there in that moment and being like, these people have like legit trusted us to like
yeah, that
with
was
their
crazy.
money and their holiday. Because what is crazy is that people come on these trips and I feel like y'all read the itinerary, man.
Yeah,
Nobody
please
knew.
next time read.
Nobody knew what was going on day to day. Everyone
Yeah.
was like, so what are we doing now? Are we ever going here? And I'm like, we live in Canggu.
Yeah.
Why would we do a day trip there? Like, what?
They didn't know.
Like, it was crazy. But
And also
like,
they really like gave us patience because it was like our first trip, so we were also like learning what we were doing and things that were going wrong and trying to like sort everything out.
but the
And
thing
they
is,
were
you
really-
say they gave us patience. They were all shocked it was our first trip.
Yeah,
because
that
they were
too.
like, it went so well. I think for us, it's like, and I think this is the thing about like running your own business and like having things that you're doing is like you want everything to be like so perfect, and everyone was like having the best fucking time, and we're running around like headless chickens from 5 a.m. trying to make sure everything runs smoothly
Yeah.
because we wanted it to be like the best possible trip. And I think we're always gonna be those people because I think we're kind of like perfectionists. Like we want
Yeah.
things to be so good and like we want our business to like thrive.
And I
So-
want it to run like how, if I'd paid for it, that's exactly how I'd want it to be as well. So I think we tried to give everybody that exact same experience.
Well, I think we did well.
We did.
High five to us because we we really like did our thing. So next
Yeah.
year, guys, we got 2 trips to Bali, 1 trip to Marrakesh, 1 trip to Iceland, 1 trip to Thailand.
And then a Europe
Potentially
special
Europe
secret.
special.
Oh my god, we should do like, you know how like Voucher and stuff do like secret location trip.
I don't know if anyone's signing up to that, man.
They might.
It's too expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't. Voucher's secret location is like $50.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Like, we can't be giving no $50, but we may run a competition.
Oh, are we?
Maybe.
First I've heard of it. Heard it here first.
We run a competition, give like 1 place away for free.
That would be cute.
You have to pay for your flights still though.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But like, yeah, we'll give her like a package.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I think we
for
should do that.
Europe.
Yeah. Guys, it's bloody cold.
It's freezing.
And guess what came along with the cold of being in London? The trolls. Cold with trolls.
I think you can say depression.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that too.
Lack of
Depresso, espresso. I mean, I've been getting trolled, guys, because, I mean, rightfully so, I am an idiot.
I mean, Ty actually just asked me, I was talking to her on the way here, and she said, oh my God, I didn't know that UK and London were two different things.
Yeah, but she's American, so everyone,
Uh-huh.
everyone judges them, but everyone kind of gets it at this point. If you're
Yeah.
American and you say kind of shit, dumb stuff about geography, but if you're a Brit, you're kind of expected to know your shit.
Yeah, because we do like a whole load of geography in school. But
I failed geography though.
I didn't learn about countries in geography. I feel like we learned about like rocks and rain and mining. I remember
Sedimentary formation.
Yeah, exactly.
A load of
circumulus clouds.
who?
Nimbulus. Circumulus. I don't know.
These Latin words.
I know nimbulus is one. The different types of clouds. I remember learning about that.
Bloody clue,
I don't
mate.
feel like we learned about countries really.
Which I think is crazy. Like, we learn about a load of useless shit and we didn't learn about anything useful.
Or we just forgot.
I definitely didn't learn that's... I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say
what?
it. I definitely didn't learn about the Netherlands, put it that way.
We learned about Vikings and stuff though.
That was in history.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting it all
I
muddled
don't
up,
remember.
Holly.
You know what subject I remember the most? RE. I got an A.
Which is so crazy because you're not even religious, really.
I got my coursework off LimeWire.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh my God, because basically LimeWire used to take files of other people's computers and that's how the music got on there.
So you don't even have a legitimate A. You plagiarize.
Yeah, I did my coursework on abortion. Mr. Donnelly, big up you. He was the best. Got an A.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, don't take my REA back now though. It's too late.
I mean, I don't think anyone cares,
Look
do
at
they?
me, knowing about Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. The New Testament.
Oh my God, that is jokes. These times I'm out here in church and I got I failed. I got a D.
Did you? In RE?
I think I got an E even.
It was so easy.
I failed. It was the
You
questions.
should have paid more attention in school though.
I mean, I got really good in the subjects that mattered.
Like what?
English,
What actually
science, maths. You know?
I was in top class maths.
I was top class in
It's
maths
gone
too.
downhill since then.
I was in middle set for science.
I was in bottom science
and
because I
middle
used to
set
just
for
mess
English,
around.
which is kind of, I think, is like big props to me because I'm dyslexic and I haven't been told I was dyslexic yet, and I still was in the middle set and I got a B. Not bad.
I got another A. I can't remember in what though.
Not bad.
No
for
A pluses around here.
a dyslexic gal. Anyway, so yeah, trolls. Have you been trolled before?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you a good story.
Go
so
on.
last year, was it last year? One of my videos went viral, the croissant one. It was this croissant round when all the round croissants were trending and whatever, and TikTok and Instagram. And the thing that people were saying the most, what they were talking about, was my eyebrows. They get
What?
like, I probably had about 200 comments, people having discussions about my eyebrows.
Saying what?
Like some people say mean stuff, your eyebrows look stupid, like a squirrel.
Squirrel!
It's like, I like them actually.
That's so rude.
I had like the lamination.
I mean, I've got
And I
lamination
had like quite
right
thick,
now.
I had like quite thick brows then, but I actually liked them. Like I didn't have a problem with them. Yeah, majority of people were basically saying
I
your
screenshot
eyebrows,
some
you
of
look
my
like an idiot.
trollings.
And I was like, guess who looks like an idiot? You.
Nice response. Do you reply to your trolls?
Oh yeah.
I love it. I just give it back
and
twice as
then
hard.
the other stuff that they were commenting about was basically like, you English people are stupid. This is not a croissant. Croissant does not round. Blah blah blah. So then I was like commenting them back because they were just being stupid and saying that this is not a croissant. All these French people who are basically just like,
Oh, give it
being
a
dumb.
rest, man.
I was like, okay, cool, I get it, but let it go. It's not that deep.
Yeah, like everyone does like fun twists on things these days. That's what makes life interesting. Gosh. Okay, here's some of the fun things that men have said to me on the internet.
God.
So I did a video about basically I was like, it was like, you should settle down and have kids, and I was like,
I
ha
saw
ha
it.
ha, fuck them kids and fuck you too. Remember
Yeah.
that? Right. So that went viral, and these are the comments. Any reason to run to the streets?
We're not running to the streets, hon. We're just enjoying life.
All fun and games till you hit 35 and wasted your time partying and no longer can have kids.
We're not
30
partying.
and still acting 21. Disgrace.
You're a disgrace.
Honesty. Lol, y'all be so fine and delusional.
I'll
take it. Sounds like a cry for help. Can't be dating women over 30 and thinking it's going to be serious. Laughing face.
We don't want to date you though.
Bruh.
How about that?
You know, we're going to circle back to this one. I'm going to tell you one more other thing that someone says. That I wonder how many cats she's going to end up living with. Well, I'm allergic actually, so none.
None, yeah.
But what I think is crazy is that we live in like 2024 and we still have the mindset that if a woman isn't married by 30, then her life's over.
I always see, literally, I saw this exact same video. Not the exact same video, but like the same kind of concept of women being like, I don't need you. And the comments, you just go to the comments, just angry men.
All angry men.
And I just comment back, I'm like, you're so angry. Why? Get a life.
I just don't get it. I just don't get, like, what is it about a woman who is living her best life, is successful, that like doesn't need a man, that makes people so upset?
They hate it. They're like, why are you not at home birthing babies and doing the washing up?
What is this, the Stone Age?
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy?
And then they have the cheek to be like, how dare you be over 30 and living your life when you should be sat at home rubbing our feet?
How dare you be over 30 and overweight trolling on the internet?
And you know, it's usually the overweight and men who like have receding hairline, literally can't grow a beard and are fat. I'm sorry, but it is. And they're the ones that are like, you must have a six pack, you must have a bum. If you don't, go and get yourself a BBL. I will not be paying for it. Like,
I think it's crazy how men out here. So like, I think I saw a video about this and they were saying how like men and women's expectations, like men are way more delusional than women, because most women, like if they're going to go like all out and say, I want everything, they're going to say, I want a man who's rich, I want a man who has a six pack, and I want a man who's intelligent. Those are three very obtainable things.
They say tall.
Oh,
I don't
sorry,
think six pack
and
really
tall.
matters.
No, I think six pack does matter.
Really? I don't think people really care about that.
I'm saying like at the most extremities, these are the four things that most women are going to request, right? Those four things are possible. I think between us, we know a couple man who can tick most of those boxes, at least three. If we're not going on like amazing personality, we're saying got money,
in their 30s.
got money, tall, and
tall is also dwindling. Now we're getting older too.
Well, yeah. So but we can say you can say you know at least a couple man that can do 1 out of 4.
Oh, only tick one off.
Which I think 50% of that is possible. I think all 4 is possible. I know plenty of guys who can hit all 4 of those.
And good looking.
Yeah.
Where?
I know they're in relationships. But the problem, but this is what a man wants. He wants you to be skinny. You need to be in the gym. Your body has to be banging.
Yeah.
You have to have big boobs and a big ass.
Yeah.
You have to be able to make a baby. But you also need to be able to snap back as soon as you've had a baby.
Yeah.
You need to be working and on a good job. You need to be intelligent. You need to have good teeth. You need to be pretty. You need to have good goals in life. You need to have long hair. You need to cook for them. You need to clean for them. You need to do all of this while bearing children. You need to not be depressed. You need to always be happy. You cannot nag. You cannot moan. So I'm sorry. How many fingers I got? Because this is ridiculous. The expectations that men have for women are absolutely insane. Like, most of this stuff is impossible to have everything, but yet they expect it all, and then they'll all complain that there ain't no good women out there.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Just shut up.
I know, it's not good.
It's ridiculous. Moving on swiftly from annoying men. Trolls. I feel like trolls lead us into what's it like to be an influencer.
It is men a lot of the time. Like, I'm not even saying that to be judgy. Like, it is, because I also see a lot of people that, well, sometimes it can be women. I also think it's rude when, like, I see people post and they're like, women ask them if they're pregnant on their Instagram.
I think you should never ask someone
like
if
Melissa's
they're pregnant.
Wardrobe put that the other day. Where
people said that already.
They were asking before she was even pregnant.
Yeah, I saw this.
Your nose and this and that. I'm like, bro, just like don't be commenting on people's looks and stuff.
I just think that like being on the internet gives people this like, I don't know, I feel like it gives them this allowance to like say anything and everything they want to you. And I find it kind of crazy because people are people, like people on the internet are people at the end of the day. Like they have feelings. Like look how much people were seeing like commit suicide after like being in the public eye, but people yet still just going crazy in the comments.
I was watching the Kardashians yesterday and it literally was this conversation that Kylie and Kendall were having, because Kylie's like crying and she's like, Kendall's basically like, I think they forget that we're humans too. She was like, they just like, Kylie's like, I'm just sick of being like torn apart. Like I've had this since I was 12 years old. Like they've been saying stuff about my looks and they changed my looks and they're like, she's done this and this and they're always talking about me. And it is kind of deep. Like
I do feel
obviously
bad
if you're
for
in the
her.
public eye, like you're gonna get that being that famous, of course, as well. People always have something to say. But I don't know if you also saw the whole Love Island USA thing recently where like the whole Casa Amor drama happened, and then one of the girls who was in Casa Amor is now getting like death threats. So like, hope you die, go and die in this, or hope your plane crashes.
Isn't that my friend there?
Yeah, and some other guy as well. But I'm just like, it's just crazy. Like, I just think it's so like, what would make you like get up out of bed, turn your phone on, and comment on someone's Instagram post saying, I hope you die? That's really
I just think it's
wild.
the extremity that people are willing to go to. Like, to say that you wish someone's gonna die is crazy.
Also,
like,
why do you care that much about that other person? Like, unless they're doing something bad and like whatever, but still, like, what?
Like, I just think it's crazy that you think that it's acceptable to say those kinds of things. Like, especially when you're saying it from like the comfort of your own room. Like, you're saying it behind four walls where this person will never ever see you, and it's just like, these are real people's lives, real people's feelings. I have to read this and it affects them, but you're hiding basically because no one knows you. No one knows who you are. Like a lot of the time it's these like fake profiles and private profiles that people hide behind. Yeah. And I think that that's the real sad thing about it. Like,
and you really have to be able to just like take it. And like, luckily, like I've not had like that much stuff. Like people will say like your eyebrows, whatever. But it's just like whatever.
I haven't had the worst of it. I've had some nasty comments before, mainly about indicating that I'm going to be sad and alone for the rest of my life. I got a boyfriend now. But it's a little, you know. But like, or like I remember when I went on safari once and people were like, she all this content and she's just alone with no man, like because I was having like tea on the safari on my own. I'm like, why is that your priority? Like, why is it so important that I be with a man? Like, I just don't get it. Like, what if I was gay? I'm not, by the way, for everybody who keeps thinking that we're lesbians.
Please, can we clear this up?
We are straight.
Can we clear this up once and for all?
Once and for all, me and Helena are not lesbians.
We're not together.
We're just mates, just besties.
It would have been
nothing wrong with that, but we just wanted to clarify.
We don't swing that way, sadly.
No.
I mean, if I was a lesbian, there's a lot of my friends that I would actually date because they're great.
It's really nice.
Don't know how we'd get down the freaky side, but
I think the biggest problem for me being a lesbian is like the whole like who pays for stuff thing, because I still want to be the princess.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Actually. I ain't going 50-50.
I don't know how that works.
Nah,
maybe the person who's like, you know, there's always one person who's more in charge.
The dom.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe you should go 50-50 on everything.
Yeah, but the problem is I think I'd fancy feminine girls.
Yeah, we had this conversation the other day.
We did.
You said you said you'd like the man one.
No, I didn't. I said I like the feminine one. I just said I don't know who would pay. I was asking you how you were gonna live as a lesbian if you like the feminine ones.
Oh yeah, you're like, because you'd be the masculine.
I was like, that means are you gonna be the dom?
No, there's
I can't be the dom.
lesbian relationships that are like two.
Yeah, so if that's what I don't
girls.
understand. If you're feminine femme, let's just get a leser on her to have a chat. Yeah, anyone out there?
Anyway, we digress.
But we digress. Yeah. So wait, what were we talking about?
You were saying the comments about
right. Yeah. So I did have one post that went a little bit viral on TikTok where basically I was like asking these prison girls, because you know there's all this prison.
Yes,
TikTok
I do
stuff,
know.
Which
yes,
you
I
love.
know.
But Helena's like addicted to prison talk. Anyway,
I always get those like, "Hey, my name's Jason. Hi, me on JP," and I'm like, maybe.
It's either going to be the cult or a gel man for you. I was thinking that, so I replied basically like to one of these videos about this girl she was from the UK. She had a man in like Nebraska or some place.
Nebraska.
And like she was flying into America to see her man. And I was just like, I just don't get this. Like, why do you want a man in jail? And do you know what the funniest thing in the comments? People were like, well, at least she knows what her man is. Yeah, probably shagging the prison warden, like the one in the news the other day. You know what your man is with the warden. Like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a lot of hate on that. Everyone was saying I was a jealous little bitch.
Ugh.
I know. Everyone was like, she's just jealous. She don't know where her man at.
I mean, yeah, because you're now giving your opinion on something that's very normal to them. So I get it. Like,
it's not normal to anyone.
I mean, but there's a whole community of them. Like, I literally sometimes see them and I see their lives. I think I even saw one like yesterday or today.
But just because a community of people doesn't mean it's normal. We have to underline that, because that's like a cult. It's not normal, but it's still community. Like,
I mean, I don't think it's like, because if your man went to jail now,
totally different.
Why?
It's different for you to be in a relationship, you know the person, and your man goes to jail and you say, cool, that's my man, I'm gonna stick beside him. 2, seeking out a man in jail. There's definitely something wrong with that. I'm sorry.
But then why is there jail dating then?
Because people get lonely in jail and there's weirdos out here, sorry, I think you're weird, that want these men.
Do you know what's his name? The one from How to Make a Murderer or something.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah.
He's got a bunch of women.
Yeah, because he's famous.
And what's the guy with the cats?
What?
The one with Carol Baskin with the cats. He's also
Carol
got,
Baskin.
He's also got a bunch of
I
women.
can't remember his.
And maybe sending
he's
money
gay.
and stuff.
What are you talking about?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he's got men then.
Yes, he must
I
have
don't know.
a man.
Is he gay?
I'm sure he's gay. He had a boyfriend on the show.
Oh, right. Yeah.
A live-in boyfriend.
Yeah.
Didn't he die?
What's a live-in boyfriend?
Just a man.
What?
But a live-in boyfriend is basically like, or a live-in girlfriend is someone who doesn't work.
Who lives with you?
Yeah, but you're not married.
Oh,
So he had a live-in
it's like a
boyfriend.
housewife.
So like his boyfriend lived with him and stuff, but he didn't work.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know what that is.
What?
I never heard of that.
Yeah. Prison talk. Yeah, the comments were going off.
yeah.
The comments were going off, and I'm probably gonna get some hate for this too when we post a little clip of me saying that I think y'all crazy, but it is what it is. I just don't get it. I just don't get the hype.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Because
I think it's the ones from the UK that are like scoping that out, because that's a whole TV show now as well.
Yeah, going from the UK to the US to find a man in jail. So like you seeked him out on the internet, you're writing letters, you're going.
But the
to stay with
website is
him.
hilarious. Remember, I was like,
We should read comments.
The website is crazy. Like, it literally shows their picture, what they're in for, how long they're in for, like their little blurb. I'm like, these men really have written a whole profile.
But you know what I also think is crazy? People go on these pages, they look at what you're in for, they see murder, GBH, robbery, and they think, yeah, I'm gonna have a slice of that.
No, because I think a lot of the time they're like, I'm changing my life.
That's
and
the
whatever.
man for me. What?
It's crazy.
Not to say, do you know what? And I don't want to say that anyone from jail can't change, because I've got family that have been to jail and they've changed. So, you know, maybe you can. But what I'm saying is I just don't get why you want a man who's in jail versus a man who's out of jail.
Maybe they can't find one out of jail.
Yeah,
It's
but
hard in these streets.
maybe the bar. If the bar is jail, the bar is hell. Frankly.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But everyone, you guys all seem to think I'm gonna get there. Like,
No, I don't think.
I
don't
just
think you're
find
gonna
it
get
so
there.
interesting. Like, I'm just like I just find it interesting that like guys in jail like date. You know.
So this is the problem with you, is not that I think you're going to find a man in jail. I don't think your standards are down there. What I think the problem is that you're going to be so intrigued. And the intrigue will lead to potential man.
Writing letters.
That's the problem. Yeah. So anyway, yes, I got loads of hate on that video. So that's probably the most hate. That video is the most hate I've ever received.
Yeah.
Oh no, and one other video, sorry guys to keep talking about this, but there was a video where I was basically asking Americans if they knew anything about geography, which is so jokes after I fucked up that whole Sweden thing. And they were just basically calling me out. They told me I was what's that thing? I'm some kind of a phobe. Xenophobia.
What's that?
I think that's like when you're like not ignorant, but like you have like, I don't want to fuck this up. Let me Google it.
Oh, we also had hate when we went on live in Slov.
That was racism. Not hate.
Yeah, we went on a live in Slovenia and people were being very mean, and I was like literally blocking everybody.
Okay, am I saying it right? That top one, X.
Yeah, xenophobia.
Okay, so people were saying I was xenophobic. It's dislike or prejudice against people from other countries. And I have no dislike against Americans. I have a lot of really good American friends who I love. However, knowing Americans personally means I've had firsthand at the Clicey. That's all I can say. And I think also, obviously we have a lot of differences. Like
but you don't know the most either.
I didn't say I did.
About the countries.
It's not about the geography in general.
I thought you said you were hating on them because they didn't know countries.
Yeah, in that video it didn't really age well, did it? Because I really fucked up. But in general, like I have nothing against Americans. Some of my greatest friends are Americans. I just think that y'all different.
They learn different things, I think that's why.
Yeah, they prioritize different things like algebra.
Really?
I was being kind. I was giving them algebra. I don't know what they prioritize, but
fine.
The education system is different.
Yeah.
And I just think also, like, I think back in the day, I don't know about you, but I think we've had this conversation before, but I used to think Americans and Brits were really similar. Because, like, I don't know, it's just like watch them on TV and it kind of feels like we're living a similar life, but not quite the same.
I don't know. I think because I had a lot of family and like went there a lot growing up, I think that we were like
whereas
different in terms of like.
I didn't meet any Americans until I was in my 20s.
Really?
I probably met like one or two in school, but
have you not got American family?
No.
Not one?
No.
Really?
No. My family are either in the Caribbean or they're in Europe.
I've never met somebody who like has no family that lives in America?
I know a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like a lot of like British people do. I don't know. I feel like people I know.
So yeah, I have no family there. So basically, I only met I met one girl in school and like one guy in college. That was it. I didn't know any other Americans like firsthand until my 20s.
Did you go there before that?
No, I didn't go to America as a child. So I didn't really know like there were so many differences until like my adult life. So I think that's why when I went there and then I came back, I was like, oh wow, like we're not the same. Like we're actually not the same at all. So
yeah, we're not the same.
We are not the same. They're not like us.
They're not. I think people do think that though.
Yeah.
And then they come to London and realize that we're so different.
Oh my god, did you see that video that's going around of Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre? And Snoop Dogg was like, I didn't know there were so many black people in the UK. That was so jokes. Which is so weird. I wonder why they think that.
Well, Ty, when she came last year, was like, there's not a lot of black people.
She didn't go to Brixton, clearly.
Yeah. It depends on where you go. But people do think that. They think that like London and England is literally just like white folk. Because I think that's what you see.
Yeah, but that's because they think we all drink tea and eat crumpets.
Yeah, because also if you think of like what people are seeing when they think of like London, like the TV shows, or I guess now it's a bit different because you've got like Top Boy and whatever. But like back then it was like Shameless and like what's the other one where they like go on the Gap Year? What's that?
Gap Year?
The popular show. You got Harry Potter. Like there's no like big. They weren't watching Kidulthood, were they?
Yeah, which is fair, but
I didn't know there was like black folk here.
I don't think that's like Harry Potter is a good representation of the UK though.
But every single American, if you go on Instagram, even if you're on TikTok, every single American that comes to the UK, or every single American that mentions the UK, the first thing they say is Harry Potter.
Which I think, do you know what I think it is? I think it's because when we were young, we were watching music videos, we were watching TV shows, everything that was based in America was on our TVs. Whereas everything that we had, even if it was a black TV show, it wasn't, you wouldn't get that in America.
Yeah.
Like they weren't seeing Desmond when, do you know what I mean, in America. Whereas we had shows, even though we didn't have the most, we had enough shows here of like black representation and stuff.
Well, I knew I was in Inglewood.
Yeah, well, yeah, you was out there from a young age. Me, I was
hood.
Yeah, so the haters go on hate, potatoes go on potato. But I think that's like that all comes part and parcel with like being, I guess, an influencer.
And
like,
also, it's
online.
like people also feel the need to like tell, like to know everything about a person's life. Like if you broke up with your man, or if you've like something's happened. Because I see a lot of like people do Q&As.
Yeah.
And people be like, oh, like what happened with you and like X? And it's like, if I wanted to say, I would have said.
I posted on Instagram I did a Q&A last week, and all the questions that I didn't answer were all about my man.
Why?
Are you still with your man? How did you and your man meet? How's things going?
So weird.
Like, and you know what? I don't get it actually, because I don't feel like
about anyone.
but I also don't feel like I've posted that much about him so far. I've posted minimal stuff about him, and before that I posted minimal stuff about like my dating life.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not really
true.
something. The only thing I can say is really, really nice is when I first said, oh, like I have got a boyfriend. The amount of girls who reached out to me and were like, I followed you since you first went traveling, and you said to everyone that you got dumped and that you like got fired and you were like going to find yourself, and they were like watching your journey over the last like 5 years of you being single, like living your best life and now finding love. They were like, this actually like makes me feel like really good and really warm. And I was like, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? That's
it's when
really
you start
nice.
asking personal questions. I just think like, what, like why?
What else? Like, what do you need to know?
It's so weird. I just would never like, I just think for me, I would never message somebody and be like, oh, what happened to like this, like, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird. Like, why am I entitled to know? Like,
but I just don't care enough. Like,
yeah, that
I
too.
would because like sometimes you do like get a bit like invested on people on the internet. So you'll see them, and you're like, oh, like I don't know anything about this person, but I'm gonna like deep dive. I would look for your profile. If I can't see any information on your profile about it, then I guess I'll never know.
Yeah, done.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'll look, that's all I'm gonna do. I would never like think like some people have personally DM'd me.
What
and
do you mean?
Like personally DM'd me and asked me about my boyfriend.
Oh.
That I don't know, like just strangers.
So weird.
Like, oh, how's your love life going? Are you still with your man? You haven't posted about it in a while. Bro, I've only posted about it minimal amount. So
this
like,
is why, I could never, like, I'm not about the whole posting thing. Because I think there's always like one person who's gonna do that, and I just don't get why.
It doesn't bother me because I think you should be able to share like your life in every capacity. Like I share myself with my friends, so there's no reason I can't share myself with my man. But like I don't know if we're ever gonna get a face, so there's gonna be no face, no case. Yeah, you know. Like, I'm happy to show like a hand, a back of head, like a little shoulder, but I think that's enough. Unless I'm like married. And even I know I follow a girl on the internet who she got married. She's Indian. She had like a beautiful wedding. They were both wearing all their thing. You still can't see his face.
Yeah. I think
Every
that's
picture,
better.
back of head.
And also, if he's not like in the industry, then there's no point. It's like, what's the point in him being out there? Like, some people don't use social media like that. So like, why does he need to be up left, right and center?
I don't think he'd like it. So
I just think it's unnecessary.
I think like different strokes for different folks. Some people like post about it. Some people's mans are like in the industry, whatever. But like, I do think
it's cute as well. Like couples like
nice.
Christy and what's his name? The chef guy. Christy, the crazy one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, I love them too. They post like really cute stuff. And I'm like, this is nice. Like their little family and whatever. But like, you know, that's them. That's nice.
Which I guess but and also she's kind of built her whole brand around their relationship, even though he's only really just started social media.
Yeah.
Like, but her whole brand is like kind of built around his reactions to stuff. So it's kind of like you're giving, because if we took him away from the content, would the content bang the same?
I think it would, because she still has that personality. But then a lot of, even like Nara Smith as well, like she obviously has her thing. He is in it sometimes. Her family is like a talking point, but really it's like about her.
No, I don't know, because if she didn't have a kids and she didn't have a man, she couldn't do this. This whole brand wouldn't work.
No, but I don't mean that if she didn't have them. I mean, she doesn't have to feature them.
Yeah, but
the kids aren't really featured.
Yeah, but you don't have to feature someone. But for instance, like Desmond, like he doesn't have to be in every video, but 90% of the videos have the illusion of him. Whether it's like, oh, I'm doing this whole costume to scare my man. So like that video is her setting up for scaring him. Yeah. If he wasn't involved to be scared, it wouldn't be funny.
But it could have been someone else.
It could be well, again, would it bang the same? I don't know if we would love it without Desmond's chuckle.
I definitely think that like the couple thing is a draw, because even with like, I've just finished Love Island USA and like I'm so invested in the couples. I'm like, I love you guys.
Yeah, you were really invested this year.
I cried like
the amount of times you came and just like sat there talking about it, and I was like,
Molly and Ty are hosting.
Molly
and Ty are hosting a reunion event.
Oh my god,
I'm so jealous.
Like, I want to go.
It was just so good. Like, it was just really nice, like the girls' relationships, and like obviously people are invested in the couples now. That's what happens. It's the whole thing about Love Island. Like they have couples, and now you're just like seeing them grow.
I'm not invested. I didn't watch this yet, so that's probably why.
If my man was like famous, then sure we can do couple stuff together.
Do you think you can marry an Instagram famous? Be in a relationship with an Instagram famous person? Yeah. Sure. Would you like pranks?
No,
I can't see that for you. I think you'd hate it.
No.
What if you met a guy and he's like does pranks and then he like starts pranking you?
He can do them on me.
I think you'd hate it.
I wouldn't mind. I'm like, whatever.
Really?
Like,
what if he like gunges
that's
you
his
one
content.
Day?
I mean, I feel like you'll know, like, you know, these things are like talked about beforehand. A lot of them are like fixed.
You think everything's fake?
A lot of it is. There was these people that like went big on, they were massive on YouTube, this family, and they used to post all this stuff, and they used to do this stuff about getting their sister's laptop and like throwing it in the pool and stuff. And she would be like, oh my God, but really it wasn't real.
That's so shit.
Yeah.
Once you know that it's fake, it's like loses the whole illusion.
But the problem is when your man's like famous, like not famous like an actor or whatever, like Instagram famous, and then he's posting you, that's when you get the haters in there. The girls be like, I was with your man last night.
I think that's crazy. That's the thing.
Yeah. I've had that before. People comment on my stuff being like, yo man. I'm like, girl.
Really?
Get the hell out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
Some girl slid in my boyfriend's DMs the other day and was like, I think you're so good looking and it's a shame you've got a girlfriend.
Really? Girls be brazen.
And I was like, this girl, she just basically like, luckily I've got a boyfriend who comes to me and we laugh about it together. But like, this girl was basically praying for my downfall. Because
does she know you?
He has no idea who this girl is. Like, she's not got, I think she has some mutual friends, but like, she's not like someone either of us know.
Random page.
Like no, it's got a real page. It's a real page though.
No, but I mean like a page that doesn't follow like anyone. Like, does she follow him?
She doesn't follow him, no. She didn't follow him, so.
It's giving suspicious.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, she's preying on my downfall.
Or somebody sent her.
Because imagine.
I can imagine because I've thought of this before.
What?
Really? What do you mean? Of course I have.
Nah, I don't pry. I don't.
Not now, but back in my heyday of being crazy, Of course I have. This is like number one on
Really?
the list. I was like, I'm gonna send someone to his DMs.
So wait, you send someone
I
to
never-
DMs
I
to
did-
see if there's a response.
I didn't actually do it, but yeah, I thought about it before.
Oh, so someone could be preying on our downfall.
Yeah,
Fucking
100%.
bitches.
That's what you do, and you're smart about it. So you get somebody who like doesn't follow the girl, doesn't follow him. It's kind of like a bit removed. Where have you been, man?
She said he's a lucky lady. I'm a lucky lady. Go fuck yourself, you little bitch.
It's kind of weird.
I think it's
But
weird
then I
too.
guess like if he doesn't post you like that, she wouldn't know that he's got a girlfriend.
No, she said your girlfriend's a lucky girl.
Oh, she said that first off.
She said,
How does she know that then? If she doesn't follow either of you.
Yeah, this is weird.
I told you, somebody sent her. Be for real. I know the game.
Oh, I didn't think about
What?
I'm
You don't know the
slacking.
game. Oh. That's my
that.
first
I'm innocent.
thing.
Too innocent.
Somebody sent her to check what the vibe was to see if, and is she pretty? I bet.
She was pretty.
You're stupid. Where the hell? You need to talk to me about these things.
Oh my god, yeah. She said
she's
she said how I
pretty.
think she thinks he's so good looking, and
You do it. You send somebody who they're not really going to decline to. It has to be like a real profile because obviously they're
Yeah.
going to think it's fake, and it has to be somebody who's like generally pretty, where like most men are going to be like, okay.
Yeah, and then she said like your
It was a
girl's a lucky
test.
lady.
It was a test. Congrats.
Who's preying on my downfall? Oh, the haters! The haters!
Exactly. Here we go. The
I have haters!
Yeah.
Nah, that's fucking crazy.
Hmm.
I know, and you know.
I know, you know, I know, they know.
You know, I know.
I know, they know it. They know.
And now we know what you
We
did.
know. That is jokes. You gotta know the game, man. Come on. When I've been in the game, when you've been the crazy one, this is the thing. When you've been the crazy one, you know. I ain't falling for these little games anymore. But I never actually did any of it. I thought about a lot of these crazy things, but I never actually did any of them. Because I'm not a hater. I'll never go comment on someone's stuff and be mean.
I mean, I think all this stuff comes part and parcel with being an influencer, though.
Pass and parcel.
Part and parcel?
I don't even know what it is. Yeah, you have to just kind of take it on the chin, really. Otherwise, you can't like survive. And also, I think it's just like when you're like when you work for yourself, when you've been fired, like all these things lead you to this moment. When you've been dumped, when you've been fired, like you have to have thick skin.
I don't think I've got thicker skin these days. I laugh off the hate. Ha ha ha.
I'm laughing straight to the bank. Ha ha ha. Literally.
Yeah. I mean, look at us now. Thriving. We're influencers. We run our own businesses.
Yeah.
We're independent.
There's always going to be some for every, like, I think I even went on our YouTube the other day and it was like one dislike. And I was like,
Yeah,
why are you
I saw that.
disliking
Who
this
disliked
bitch?
it?
Yeah. I
You're
was just
you're
like,
mean.
there's always going to be 1 to every 10 who like you. So,
Yeah,
I mean, we
true.
had this recently as well with a whole different thing where there was one person who disliked us out of a group of people who liked us. So what can you do?
What can you do?
Persevere.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it. So, catch y'all on the flip side.